For those just joining, I have a channel point reward that Vertix just redeemed, called Routing a PO6 Stage, and he chose Shadow's Dusty Desert. So let's go ahead and just go through it, shall we? So feel free to ask me questions while we're going in there. I'm leaving the chat on screen so that, you know, obviously if I put this on YouTube, we can see it. I'll be restarting, talking about mechanics and that kind of stuff as well. So to begin Shadow's Dusty Desert, normally you're supposed to go through all these dumbass pillars, but we don't like that. So what we're gonna do instead is if you go off of this ramp and then while you're in the air with the hover car, you press and hold A and hold forward, you hover all the way across these sand dunes. And then to the very right, you can see right here, of this breakable wall, is the trigger to open the door. So you pretty much don't have to do the entire first section of the level, which is really, really nice. And that's the first section. It's super easy. What's up, Rocky? I'm doing well. Just doing a little route tutorial. So at the very beginning, at the second section, when you load in, you immediately do a legacy jump dash. Of course, if you're speed running, you want to do a legacy jump, have the legacy jump dash enabled because it preserves your momentum. If you're using a different jump dash, you'll want to wait until Shadow lands. We're using legacy, so we do a jump dash into a spin dash, and then we just roll and do jump dashes into these slopes to keep going. Spam dashing is your fastest way to do it. Once you pass that section, you land here, you want to go down where you're on the same level as these Iblis lizards here, and you want to spin dash around, and then you spin dash into these guys. You want to make sure you only do a one tap on the spin dash. That way it's slow enough to where you can go hit that enemy, go through the Titan, hit this guy, and then go back. Once you do that, hit the checkpoint, start a spin dash, land, do a legacy jump dash. Here, let me do it again here. So we hit the checkpoint for safety, obviously, and then go there. Legacy jump dash. Damn it. Ah! Spam. One more time here. So spin dash, legacy, spin dash, legacy, legacy. Depending on how well you do that first section, you might be able to spin dash over those spikes. And then we switch to Omega. So Omega here, this is the main part of Dusty Desert. So what we do first is get blasted by this enemy. You know what? I'm gonna shoot him. You don't do that in the speed run, but I just felt like it. What we do right when we switch to Omega is we walk forward down to the ground here, enable Gatling gun mode by pressing Y and destroying both of the Titans to open this door. Then when we go through here, we do a high jump, which is done by pressing A and X at the same time. Hover our way over to these guys, hold B, you can check out the input reader to see what I'm doing. Kill those two Iblis flyers because they're what is required to open the door. And then we just do another high jump and we tap hover, you can hold it or tap it. I like tapping it because Omega looks funny when he does it. Land here, enable Gatling gun mode again, and then you want to line up the center dot with the switch that is over there. You can see that switch right behind the statue here. And we want to hold RT and strafe side to side because Omega doesn't fire. Like, he kind of fires his shots in the center, but sometimes they miss. And then we'll hit that switch. We'll need that for later. Spin the camera around, shoot this debris. And then here's one of my favorite rooms, is the fight room. So in order to do the fight room, what you do is you fall down the right side here. Whoops, you don't hit the spring. Let me try again. Okay, so from the checkpoint, what you do in the fight room is you fall down here, holding forward, blast these boxes, blast our first lizard, blast the second lizard, take the spring, land to the right or else you'll land right on top of that guy, blast these two guys, do another high jump, and then you want to be kind of at the same level as these two guys, and you want to shake back and forth. I'll go ahead and die here. So, well, actually, I can't die here, or else it ruins the rest of the level. But I'll go ahead and just kind of do the movement again here, just so it makes a little bit more sense. So from the checkpoints, we want to go to our right here, fall forward. We'll shoot these boxes. There's two Iblis lizards we shoot here. Take the spring, move to the right, or else you're going to land right on top of the enemy that's right here. Blast him, blast his accomplice behind here. And then from in between these two pillars, we want to do a high jump to the center of the room, hold hover, and then we want to strafe left and right, blast once, strafe left and right, blast again to blast the last three enemies. There's an enemy below us that you see that'll be off screen. But you're able to blast him still. He'll get caught in the laser because of how Omega points his laser when he's doing his lock-on attack by holding B. So that's the fight room. This door opens if you did it right. So you come down the stairs, do a high jump up to this platform after the checkpoints. Come over here, do a little hover to hit this switch. Come through this room, do a high jump over this Titan and this guillotine. If you didn't know, those are called guillotines. Jump over these spikes. Grab these rings, hover over. You can sneak under this Mephiles lizard or Chaos lizard. Hover over, avoid the guillotines and the Titan. And then this is the Gatling gun room. We go to Gatling gun mode and we destroy all the enemies ahead of us first. Then this worm that attacks us. And then this other worm that attacks us. And then boom, boom, the last two lizards get out of Gatling gun mode. Through the door, hop over these spikes. And because we hit the switch earlier, we can go straight this way. Just do a couple hovers to get over here and then hover ourselves to the switch and we switch back to Shadow. Once we switch back to Shadow, we want to do a spin dash, charge one up, go over here, legacy jump dash, high jump, legacy jump dash, hit this one up if you want. High jump one more time, legacy jump dash. In here, we want to spin dash through these guys, do a homing attack combo on this guy, homing attack combo on this guy, and then this dude is probably gonna guard, so you want to do a quick chaos spear to paralyze him and then homing attack him. Next checkpoints, we want to do some more spin dashes around here. You can spam dash or you can hold. Because this is a slope, you tend to go max speed anyway, and we want to avoid those dash panels. Next checkpoint. Now, when you go to this checkpoint, you can either do one of two things. So you spin dash, legacy jump dash, and then immediately jump to the left, hit the one up there. Or if you can't do that, I'll go ahead and just die here. If you don't know that, you can do a high jump. Something you can do is Shadow. I'll explain it a bit after this just to keep the flow of the video going, but I'll explain the high jump in a minute here. Or if you're not good enough, you can just do a spin dash, Badnik bounce off that enemy, and then do a legacy homing attack, and then another double input glitch to get the double homing attack. That's again pressing A and X at the same time. Spin dash over, jump dash, and then spin right into the goal ring. And that is Shadow's Dusty Desert. The double input glitch is a glitch in this game where if you press the A and X button with most characters, you can also press A and B with certain characters, but for Shadow specifically, you press A and X at the same time. If you're on the ground, you do an extra high jump, and if you're in the air, you do an extra homing attack, if that makes any sense. And there you go. That's Dusty Desert.